activities going on. Like on your network, you have no FTP servers, Steve. You know what I mean? Not at all. But this could basically say, hey, someone on your network just started up a SFTP server. What? You know, this is the kind of thing that can basically detect on its own when odd things or things out of place are going on your network.
I see.
If you are a network security guy, you've probably already heard of this. You don't need me to tell you anything about it. But I'll say, if you are interested in security, I definitely encourage you to read up on this package, see what it can do for you. If you're super paranoid about your own home network, have at it. Get a beige box. Have some fun.
Sounds good. Tripwire.
Yeah.
Check it out, guys.
And I'll say in the very bottom, if you look at the author, he does look a little paranoid.
Guess you got to have people like that designing that type of software.
You said it.
All right. Emails?
Oh, yeah, sure.
There we go. Hello, Steve C. and Steve M. Hey, love your show's Linux for the rest of us and an Android app addict. Keep up the good work. Here's a link to a story about a company that has built a full computer running on a thumb drive. You're probably wondering, so what? Well, it is running Android instead of Linux. Ponder on the implication of that for a few minutes. Next, look at the specs on this thing. It's a dual-core 1.2 gigahertz Samsung Exynos ARM CPU, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, HDMI out. It can do up 1080. You could run Android on your TV, a micro SD card slot for memory. All of these on a thumb drive. The code name is Cotton Candy because it's a sweet computing device. Let's check it out. It's at laptopmag.com in the blog. And I'm going to hit the link now. It's a USB stick, contains dual-core computer, turns any screen into an Android station. This is weird, eh?
Yeah.
Looks pretty awesome, though.
Yeah. The only, I don't want to say downside. The only thing I don't like is it's looking like it's going to be around $200.
Okay.
I think that's a bit high of a price point for it to be, I don't want to say super popular. It's going to have a place, don't get me wrong. It's going to have a home too. But I think for it to get like real
traction,
mass penetration, it needs to be at a cheaper price, but it's a dual core. I mean, that's a lot.
It is.
Have a USB stick.
Under $100, I think it'll just be like flying off.
Oh, if it's $100, it's going to be insane.
It is. It's pretty cool.
Mm.
Well, thank you. That was from Denning. Thank you, Denning, for that. I love that kind of stuff. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'll bring that on Android App Addicts too. Let me label it, and we'll go to the next one. This is from Barry. He says, I was looking into the info on multi-seat. I believe it was an earlier show, either 5 or 6. Wow, that's old school. I just started listening, and I have a ways to go before I catch up. I enjoy your show. Thanks for the help, Barry. Multi-seat.
Yeah.
What does he mean?
This was like episode 4. What this is, it's a technology. You need certain types of hardware, and some instances you need exact types of hardware. What it allows you to do is to have a single computer, hypothetically, in between 4 people. A single CPU computer, motherboard. Off of that single computer, 4 monitors, 4 keyboards, 4 mice, all of them running simultaneously in their own instance, their own user space of that operating system.
That's right. I remember you talking about this.
Yeah, it is really unbelievably cool. I would love to be able to set it up for my kids or a school or something like that. I think it would be kind of cool.
It's awesome. And you gave links in show 5. Was it 5 or 6?
Back
then.
I'll say 5.
Back then.
And I did.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did try to respond to this email, but the email entered in the form was not a good link. It was not a good
I hate
address.
when that happens. Barry, send us your email.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say there's a couple tutorials. Oh, okay. Glad you do.
I'll tell you after the show. I see the error in the email. Go ahead.
Okay. There is tutorials online. Almost every tutorial I've ever found for this talks about this explicit kind of hardware doing this kind of thing. And this is very text-based, config file heavy.
Okay.
There different hardware means different configurations. So it's not really super easy, but I'll say ossystems.com.br, which I'm going to say that's
somewhere.
Brazil.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's got it.
Sure. They basically sell a system where it looks like they are able to have like 12 computers, 12 monitors, 12 keyboards, and 12 mice off of one computer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it Linux?
Has to be. Nothing else is that light and versatile and configurable and customizable. Has to be. I mean, not trying to sound dumb. I know. Just saying that. I know.
Okay. Using a single computer, you can allow up to 10 different users with independent keyboards and mouses and keyboards. Whoa.
Yeah, this is kind of, if you are, even if, say, hypothetically, Steve, your mom is starting a homeschooling thing where now it's a lot of community-based, where I'm going to get with these 5 people and those 5 people and these 5 people, and I'm going to be the science guy. That person will be the English guy, and then they, teach students around this kind of thing. This is the kind of thing that can take any little, small community thing and blow it up into something cool and save a lot of frigging money.
Oh, yeah. A ton.
Yeah.
It seems really neat. Wonder how powerful of a system you need, but
just like we were saying before, if you go with the lighter desktops, lighter this, lighter that, you could probably get away with a lot, because today's computers, in my humble opinion, are way too powerful.
Yeah. I think computers in general have been overpowered, but yeah, definitely now more than ever.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Next email is from Wes. Hello, Door. I've been doing research on setting up. There's something on my mic that keeps poking my lip. Wes says, hello, Door. I've been doing research on setting up a home server. As of right now, I'm testing FreeNAS based on FreeBSD, and it seems to work all right for general home server purposes. However, I want to do a home server based on Linux, and I also want it to have media capabilities similar to what can be accomplished using Plex on top of an OS, for example. Googling around, I found that Linux-based Ubuntu Server Edition seems to be my cup of tea. Do you recommend it? Have you had any experience in this matter? Thanks, and keep up the good work. I missed the podcast these past few weeks, which I did start getting them released, Wes, so you should be loaded up on Linux for the rest of his shows. But, Dor, you want to answer him? I know you did in the email, but for the show.
Yeah, if you can get Ubuntu to do what you need to do, there's no reason for you not to use it. I'll say that. No reason whatsoever. There's nothing bad about using it. The best thing about Ubuntu is so many people have documented stuff they've done on it. You can find a lot of information about it. I'll say FreeBSD on a server, like I harkened back earlier in the episode, hey, it's fine. If you want Linux, though, you want Linux. BSD ain't Linux.
Right.
I'm 99.99% sure. 99.99% sure. The guy who was originally behind FreeNAS, okay, I know since then sold the product. It's under the BSD licensing system, which means you can sell the actual software and you can keep stuff closed sourced. He said the reason he did it on BSD was, well, I was at work and that's the only server I had to play with. So he did it on BSD.
Huh.
I'm 99% sure. I've had 2 people now tell me the same exact guy started this other project called openmediavault.org.
Okay.
It's the same kind of thing as FreeNAS, but based upon Debian or Linux.
Huh.
I'll say this one seems to be utterly geared, focused hard on media, and that's it. not necessarily on FTP servers and SSH servers and doing all these kind of other things, but it's really hard focused on sharing, streaming media. It can do other things besides that, and it has a really wicked, powerful disk management thing, I'll say, too, because I did look into that. It's kind of Drobo-esque what you can do.
No kidding.
I'll say give this a shake. Right now, it really is early. I mean, I think it's like version like 1.2 or something. It's really early. I do believe this is going to grow at a really fast rate into being one of the most popular media serving distributions you can get.
Huh. That's pretty cool. It's good to know.
Right. And I'll say the question is a trick question. You know, it's like saying, hey, Steve, I like cars. What kind of car should I get? Well, it matters. I mean, there's so many different things to pick from. Same thing with media servers for Linux. Short list. Mythbuntu, Linux Mint MCE, a Mahi, XBMC, Entertainer, Eliza, Freevo, Geekbox, Mediatomb.
What about Element My PC? Are they still around?
Yes, but they renamed.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think I did name them, but I thought they did rename them.
Well, it used to be called that. You guys can Google it if you want.
I know.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, there really is almost too many choices.
You got to try them all, see which one you like the best.
Yeah.
It's the best way to do it.
Yep. And the beautiful thing is you ain't got to pay $100 every time you want to try something new. And just throwing this one out there really quick too. Technically, BoxyBox is on Linux. It seems cool. You're going to be able to buy for, I think it's $45, maybe $50, a USB device that will only work on BoxyBox. That's the only downfall. But you plug this USB device into your BoxyBox internet streaming, internet content consumption device. You plug this little USB device in there, then you'll be able to stream over the air, broadcast high definition TV to your BoxyBox.
Oh, TV.
Yeah.
That's weird. Through what? Antenna? Coax? What?
It has to be through an antenna, I think. But it's capturing over the air and putting it into the BoxyBox.
Sweet. I like.
Yeah, so if you really need your NHL or you really need your Major League Baseball,
all right,
and that's how you get it, well, you can use a BoxyBox.
Very cool. Good for Boxy.
Yeah.
All right. Have an email. When I say email, I mean voicemail. And here it is.
Hi, Steve. My name's CJ. I use Ubuntu as a live CD usually, and I have been having problems. I've been wanting to make it so that I can cross platforms. And I can move it, take it, use it in one computer, go to another, and then use it on that one. Could you give me some tips? Also,
yes.
I say Ubuntu, Ubuntu, not Ubuntu. And also, I have a friend named Ricky who goes to my church, and he's like, I think sometime I will see if I can get him on the show. Bye.
Awesome. Thanks, CJ.
Thank you.
I wonder if that was Ricky yelling in the background. Sounded like he was trying to make him laugh or something. So he wants to take a CD and do it cross-platform. You can just throw this